King of the Road Productions proudly presents a Country and NerdCon episode of the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll check out singer-songwriter Tyler Dozier, live at Honky Tonk, Texas, and sponsored by Texas Construction Resources. We'll gaze in the rear view at last weekend's NerdCon in Mont Belvieu, Texas. Again, we're talking to Mark Price, Family Ties, and Trick or Treat, just to name a few. Did you leave the acting business?
I came back to it recently and did my first movie in many decades. They say the camera adds 10 pounds. Have you heard that? But it turns out not being in front of the camera for the last 3 decades added 50 pounds.
We'll feature the Honky Tonk, Texas fabulous flashback. We'll also wear the Southeast Texas debut of Flat River Band's new video as our Taylor Trading Company music clip of the week from Nashville. And Dustin Sanye will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Glenn's Express Collision. Howdy, and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road. Man, how time flies when you're having a royal time. Do you realize we are just 2 episodes away from our regional record extending 900th episode? We'll be extending our regional record for an independently produced local entertainment-based program. We owe a special thanks to our loyal advertisers and you, loyal viewers. Of course, we've been streaming the best country music mix on earth since Independence Day 2011 with King's Country Internet Radio. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the most magnificent country music mix on the planet 24/7. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide and crystal clear on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And don't miss the nationally recognized and multi-award winning Jim King of the Radio show, middays, Monday through Friday on King's Country at kingscountry.net. It does rule. Now ride shotgun with me to Honky Tonk, Texas and Silsbee to check out Tyler Dozier live. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV, radio, and social media. We are everywhere.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road show.
Oh, hi, folks. To the time.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
I hear that old familiar sound turning in the parking lot. Beat these tires of my old truck, rolling over gravel rock. A big night hot band just to come on in. There's buckles and tight jeans, neon glowing and fiddle smoking. Ain't no place I'd rather be than Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home. No worn out wooden dance floor, the neon signs on the wall, the music mixing with the constant talk, and boots sliding on that old sawdust. There ain't no place I'd rather be than Texas honky tonk.
All right, we're honkin' talking tonight, and the man that wrote a song called Texas Honky Tonk, Tyler Dozier, right here at Honky Tonk, Texas. Who would have thunk it? How'd that happen?
Well, I come here fairly often and just having to write a song about it, and hopefully Derek may pick it up as a theme song one day.
So this is right up your alley, huh?
It sure is. This is my old stomping grounds right here. So I'm from right up the road, about 20 miles from here, and used to come down here and have fun on the weekends and stuff, and then got into playing music and trying to make a career out of it, and wrote a song about the place I'd always come to.
Tyler Dozier from Spurger, Texas. Did you grow up there?
Yes, sir, I sure did. Born and raised and graduated from there and did everything around there, but not there very often anymore, running around playing music, so.
About a year after graduating from Spurger High School, Tyler released his first single, Doing Time in Texas. Here's a 19-year-old Tyler Dozier talking about it.
Since then, I've just rolled with it and finally decided to release a single. My cousin actually had a hand in writing the song that I just released, Doing Time in Texas, so just gave me a good opportunity, and I'm just trying to jump on it.
I'm doing time in Texas. No prison walls inside. Only wide open spaces. Still I'm trapped inside. The minutes feel like days to this weary man. I'm only heartbroken, restless. Tell me where's the justice? Doing time in Texas.
So the first song, Doing Time in Texas, is the only one that I did not have a hand in writing. After that, it kind of picked up probably 6 months after that, and I picked it up, and I love it just as much as playing now.
So what are your plans for the future in the music business? Obviously, you want to do this for a career, don't you?
I do want to do this for a career, and I'm kind of working out the details. You know, it's a long grind. It's trying to get your name out there, but just working on getting an EP right now, and I got a ton of songs that I've written and had pitched to me, and just working on an EP and getting out there and playing around the bigger venues out here. Try to branch out as well, get to Lake Charles, maybe some Austin and Houston as well.
Goodbye, Houston. Goodbye, Houston.
This segment is sponsored by Texas Construction Resources. When it comes to land clearing, dirt work, excavation, or custom ponds in Southeast Texas, there's only one name you need to know: Texas Construction Resources. Owner Tanner West and his very capable crew have the equipment and experience to handle any job. Give them a call at 409-782-6438. TCR also specializes in site prep, house pads, land clearing, demo, driveways, and much more. Call Texas Construction Resources in Tanner West, 409-782-6438. Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Flat River Band's new video as our Taylor Trading Company Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. We'll also feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Dustin Saunier will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Glenn's Express Collision on West Cardinal Drive in Beaumont. Next, we'll gaze in the rear view at last weekend's NerdCon in Mont Belvieu, Texas.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Fulfill your need for speed with remote control fun from Holcomb Hobbies at 2615 Cardinal Drive next to Glenn's Express Collision in Beaumont, Texas. At Holcomb Hobbies, you'll find a huge selection of remote control trucks, cars, boats, and dragsters, along with all the parts and accessories you'll ever need.
You can upgrade everything on them. You can upgrade wheels, tires, motors, servos, which is your steering. You can do lift kits, suspension. Anything you can do to a real truck, you can do to these pretty much.
Holcomb Hobbies, 2615 West Cardinal Drive in Beaumont, Texas, next to Glenn's Express Collision.
A nation divided will end in ruin. A city or a family divided against itself cannot stand. If you're talking about and against Jesus, you're harming God. And any other sin can be forgiven except one. Speaking against the Holy Spirit shall never be forgiven. Every idle word spoken you will account for on Judgment Day.
Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 22 years ago, it's become a friendly neighborhood feed store and much more. Kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Guys, hey, we're live at NerdCon. This is James. I'm director of NerdCon.
James and the rest of the crew did a fantastic job recently at NerdCon in Mont Belvieu, Texas, at Eagle Point Recreation Complex. This fantastic event included over 80 booths and tables featuring TV personalities, voice actors, comic artists, authors, fan groups, cosplayers, and all sorts of fun vendors. Look where we ran into now. It's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Are you a local here?
I am from Conroe, so north of Houston.
You said you were a professor?
I am, at Lone Star College Cy-Fair, like West Houston.
What do you teach?
I teach interpreting for American Sign Language, so I talk with my hands, but it makes sense.
Do you get around to these NerdCon things and Comic Cons?
I do. Almost every weekend I use Comic Cons as an opportunity for my students to practice their interpreting. It's pretty fun, and I usually buy them a photo op with a celebrity. Are you guys having fun?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
It's my first time here. I love it.
Oh, is it really?
But I'm a nerd too.
I'm a huge nerd. I like anything sci-fi, fantasy, Disney,
history.
Anything. Yes, I love it.
As you saw earlier, actor Keith Coogan from the 1987 hit movie Adventures in Babysitting was signing autographs at NerdCon. By the way, Keith is the grandson of the late, great Jackie Coogan, who became Uncle Fester on The Addams Family. That's Keith Coogan. I'm a big fan of your grandpa.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was worked his whole life and was kind of a rascally grandpa, you know. He never would really help me read roles. He just would tell me to show up on time and watch your money and be careful of mothers.
Uncle Fester, my favorite on Addams Family.
Ah, thank you. Shoot him in the back. Morticia.
Of course, Coogan was one of the main attractions at this year's NerdCon, along with fellow TV and film star Mark Price of Family Ties and the movie Trick or Treat. Well, here we are at NerdCon in Mont Belvieu. We've been talking about this for a long time. Mark Price from Family Ties and Trick or Treat.
Here's Mark Price from Family Ties and Trick or Treat.
And I've got an autographed picture that's going to go on my wall of fame, Mark.
We get Michael J. Fox to sign the other side of it.
Yeah. Can you get that done?
I can.
Okay.
We raised some money for Michael J. Fox Foundation today. We had some t-shirts that we sold 100% for his foundation.
Again, we're talking to Mark Price, Family Ties, and Trick or Treat, just to name a few. Did you leave the acting business?
I came back to it recently and did my first movie in many decades. They say the camera adds 10 pounds. Have you heard that? But it turns out not being in front of the camera for the last 3 decades added 50 pounds. So I accepted this role, and I'm kind of the bad guy. I'm not the monster, but I'm the bad guy or the antagonist. It's called Witchy Ways, and it comes out in 2024.
And you still live in Los Angeles?
Same place since I'm 17. I've never moved.
What took you to Los Angeles? The acting business?
Yeah, that, and my parents got divorced, and I moved in with my dad. He moved out to Cali.
And how did you get into the acting business?
My dad was a comedian, so it was a natural. I like to say I followed in his footsteps. We're both poor decision makers. But he taught me everything and introduced me to everybody and kind of gave me a great pathway.
How long a run did you have with Family Ties and Trick or Treat and the other projects?
Family Ties was about 7 years. Trick or Treat was right at the end of that. I hosted Teen Win Loser Draw on the Disney Channel for about 4 years. And last night I performed in Houston, and I'm performing in Arizona next week, and I go on tour as a comedian. And I'm at like 40 cities this year. That would be like this poster here.
So that's your new job.
That's kind of the thing I've been doing since before Family Ties that I still do now. I love it very much. I was a little kid comedian.
It's Val Merrick, famous artist, Howard the Duck. What you working on?
I am doing a sketch of the Swamp Thing for a client who came by and wanted that. That was a swamp monster type character for DC Comics. And I'm just finishing that up for him. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. I managed to get the attention of Marvel Comics when I was 22 years old, still living in Ohio. And a few years later, I moved on to New York City to just further my career and, you know, my contacts in the commercial art world and meet all the really great living illustrators and learn from them and get better at my craft.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
Make sure you bring your Kleenex, because we are going to scare the snot out of you. And maybe a little toilet paper. And maybe a little toilet paper, too.
Oh, come in. Look deep into my crystal ball. Eye of newt, wing of bat, tongue of frog, tail of rat. From my hands you will find I will cast a spell that will leave you blind.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?
We are World Gym. Let's rock.
As a RE/MAX agent, Suzanne Simmons is dedicated to helping her clients find the home of their dreams. Whether you are buying or selling a home or just curious about the Southeast Texas market, Suzanne would love to offer her support and services. Call her today at 409-880-5307.
King of the Road.
Howdy, and thanks again for watching the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road. Still to come, Dustin Sanye will be in the Royal Spotlight, brought to you by Glenn's Express Collision. But now here comes the Southeast Texas debut of Flat River Band's new video as our Taylor Trading Company music clip of the week from Nashville. Taylor Trading Company is the only car dealership you'll ever need, and they're located right here in Southeast Texas, 4125 College Street in Beaumont. Without a doubt, Taylor Trading Company has the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in all Southeast Texas. Bill Taylor keeps the lot stocked up, and he's sure to have something to suit your style and requirements with no hassle, and they finance everyone. Cruise by Taylor Trading Company and see all they have to offer with their king-sized inventory, or visit them on the web at TaylorTradingTX.com. Tell me you heard about it on the Jim King of the TV and radio shows. Brother trio Flat River Band revived cherished childhood memories and God Bless the Radio. It's a new song that turns back the clock to the early days of crowding around on radio and tuning in. Sometimes I miss those days. Here comes the Southeast Texas debut of early bird recording artist Flat River Band's new video, God Bless the Radio, as our Taylor Trading Company music clip of the week from Nashville.
Man, we've come a long, long way since the first radio transmission. but have we really gone too far? Seems a simple life is what we're missing. With every head bowed low, we stay stuck here on these phones. So thank you there, fancy technology. Man, I wish we'd go back again. Can you remember when we all tuned in? On every highway, every road, every city and every small town, and every single home. Man, it used to be alive and well, and Sundays we heard about heaven and hell. Then on Friday nights we'd all drift away, cause we were taken to another place. All because we felt the music in our soul. God bless the radio. God bless the radio. God bless the Grandpa used to drive my dad to an overlook to hear the Opry. The great speckled bird is what he heard. Mr. A. Cuffalo was beat the king of country. As we gather here today, what else can I say? It's almost like a funeral. Tell me, friends, it ain't so. Is it too late for CPR? All we want is a little heart. On every highway, every road, every city and every small town, and every single home. I believe it's alive and well. On some days it's all about heaven and hell. Yeah, on Friday nights we still drift away, cause we are taken to another place. All because we feel the music in our soul. God bless the radio. God bless the radio. God bless the radio. God bless the radio. God bless the radio.
A nation divided will end in ruin. A city or a family divided against itself cannot stand. If you're talking about and against Jesus, you're harming God. And any other sin can be forgiven except one. Speaking against the Holy Spirit shall never be forgiven. Every idle word spoken you will account for on Judgment Day.
Coming up next, Dustin Saunier will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Glenn's Express Collision on West Cardinal Drive in Beaumont.
King of the road.
When it comes to land clearing, dirt work, excavation, or custom ponds in Southeast Texas, there's only one name you need to know: Texas Construction Resources. Owner Tanner West and his very capable crew have the equipment and experience to handle any job. Give them a call at 409-782-6438. TCR also specializes in site prep, house pads, land clearing, demo, driveways, and much more. Call Texas Construction Resources in Tanner West, 409-782-6438. Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
our love went wrong, and it blows my mind to hear you say you didn't know. Well, it's hard to break a heart, but here it goes. Someone else has come and gives me so much more than you can give, and it's killing me to find the words I need to call it quits. Well, it hurts me so, this girl, I know how hard you tried. I know I said I loved you, but I lied, yeah. But it's not that you don't give me all the love I need, but my heart and my mind have both agreed. No, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, but to think that I still love you, girl, you must be blind. Someone else has come and gives me so much more than you can give, and it's killing me to find the words I need to call it quits. Well, it hurts me so, 'cause girl, I know how hard you tried. I know I said I loved you, but I lied. And I know I'll be the reasons for those tears you cried. I know I said I loved you, but I lied. Yes, I did.
Glenn's Express Collision on Cardinal Drive in Beaumont has been family owned and operated for more than 30 years, and they are recommended by most of the major insurance companies. Here's Glenn's Express Collision owner, Michael Holcomb.
Most of our jobs are referrals from insurance because we're tightly niched with those specific insurance companies. They trust us as a shop because they know we're going to treat the customer right, we're going to do the repair right, and we're going to be here for when the customer needs to come back.
Glenn's Express Collision, 2615 West Cardinal Drive in Beaumont. Texas Hot Country Magazine is one of the oldest magazines in the Houston area and affiliated with 2 Houston radio stations, the new 93Q and Country Legends. We target the very lucrative family-oriented country music and Texas music market. Grab the latest issue at TexasHotCountryMagazine.com and check out Jim King of the Road's new column. For Texas Hot Country Magazine advertising rates and information, please contact Leon Beck at 281-702-2242. Advertising on the King of the Road Show HD is effective and affordable. For more information, call us at 748-9689 or email Jim at JimKingoftheRoad.com.